I'm a 35-year-old.
I'm struggling mentally. Yep.
Oh, that's accurate.
Yep.
That's accurate as well. And you're here with us on Teachers Who Talk Crime
Podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I'm old now.
You're 35. You over the hump.
35. Am I? Is this around the time where the midlife crisis start? Well, if this is midlife, that means I die around my
Eesh.
Yeah, so maybe I want to wait a little bit for my midlife crisis.
I think 45's midlife, right?
I would hope so. I mean, I don't really want to be midlifed now.
I don't think you're midlifed.
I feel midlifed.
Life has been mid.
Life mid. Okay, but you know what was not mid? My birthday weekend. Okay.
Tell us about it.
So I hate planning things. It gives me so much anxiety to plan things, especially things for myself, because I'm more concerned that everybody else is having a good time and enjoying themselves rather than myself, because I just want to make sure, oh my gosh, everybody paid money. I hope it's fun. So over the summer, we went to DR and we went to a resort and we got a free time in the spa. And they had these saunas and a little Turkish bath and a little pool and a little ice plunge, all these things. So I was like, you know what? I want to do that again for my birthday, but I want to go to the spa. So I'm looking up all the things for the spa. So my birthday weekend, Saturday, we went to the spa. Then we went to dinner and then we went to brunch the next day. It was so amazing. The spa is just, if you've never been to a spa, please
Is that where y'all were in the pool?
Yes. And the only thing that sucked about that pool was getting out to put on your robe because the water was warm. The air was not. The air was frigid. Okay. So you were literally getting out the pool like this. Okay. But it was just so nice. They had so many rooms and so we had 3 hours in the spa. You could pay for higher packages, but I figured 3 hours was a good time because then we were going to go to dinner, blah, blah, blah.
Because you get mimosas in a spa too, don't you? The spa I went to. Okay.
You can get alcohol as well, but all of that is extra.
Okay.
It's not included in your pass. So some of my friends ate beforehand and some of us ate there. But when we ate there, it took away from our time exploring the spa. So next time I would probably munch and crunch before. And then so I can go and just, have my little beverage or 2 or 3.
Right.
I think I had about 4 in the spa. I can't really remember. It was my birthday. I didn't care. But they had these 2 buildings and all these different saunas. They had a salt therapy thing room. They had all these little immersive experiences. This one room had water beds and you just laid there while this music was playing and you're staring at this movie playing and you're just laying on the bed just
I haven't been on a waterbed in so long.
It was so cool. So if anyone needs a spa recommendation and lives in New York or around the New York area, QCNY.
So what did y'all do? Massages or facials?
We didn't do any of that.
Okay.
It was just we just had access to all of the other things outside of that. So between the 2 rooms, what did I say? There were 16 rooms that you can go through. And they had these steam rooms. I could not see with my glasses. So I needed someone to guide me in because as soon as that door opened, it was smoke. It was, I'm blind without these things. So it was just not, but it was so wonderful and relaxing. And then we went to dinner that night. And then
Is that where you had the flaming candle?
Yes. So we went to dinner. Then we explored Times Square for a little bit. So at that point it was midnight. We're in the middle of Times Square, midnight, 1 o'clock, taking pictures. Still people there. Actively.
Is that where you stood in the street?
Yes. The city that never sleeps. I tell you, it truly, I don't think we got until 3 o'clock in the morning. And then we had to go to brunch for 12.
Struggle buds.
It was a struggle. And then straight from New York, I had to go pick up my children. So it was just And we're back. So I'm still basically recovering because I was up for practically 3 days straight.
But it was so worth it. You turned 35.
It was great. I feel like I want to ring in my birthday next year, maybe go to a different spa. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just be chill for my birthday, but I would probably do a full day at the spa rather than just a chunk of time so we can just
mosey through it.
Yes, it was wonderful. Yeah. And then these slippers that you got me, girl, I am trying so hard not to wear them out the house.
You're supposed to.
I know, but these are my house slippers because they're so comfortable.
I was going to say, you're supposed to wear them out of the house.
Oh, gosh. They're always on my feet in this house. They are always.
But with your Lulu, like, flare pants, that's like the look.
Speaking of Lulu flare pants, shout out to Tori and Darnell because they got me a Lululemon set for my birthday. They got me a sweatshirt and some flare pants. And the flare pants are green. My favorite.
Oh, they did good.
Yo, I got that today. My birthday was last Thursday. Okay? And I got that gift today. Mind you, they gave me 3 tickets, a free babysitting day. Okay? All I have to do is sign and say I'm going to return to get the children and provide alcohol. And the time limit, 24 hours.
Wow.
A full 24.
I love that for you.
A full 24. What?
Did you get your pajamas?
Of course I did. I haven't worn them yet, but I do have them.
Okay. I was just going to say. I was like,
no, I do have them. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't wait to put them on my silky little body, okay? Okay.
When you were talking about, like, at some point we had a conversation about, like, being a pajama set girly and, like, matching pajamas. And we really wanted to be those girls.
Yes. And I think I wore a sweatshirt to bed last night.
Yeah. What did I wear? I don't remember.
Hashtag my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, my birthday was truly great. You know, I went to school this year on my birthday. The kids were great. The kids showered me with gifts. They
did.
They did their big one this year, man. They did their big cards, Kit Kats, stuffed animals. One of my little girls, she got me a coloring book. She's like, I know you like the color, Miss Brand, so I got you a coloring book. Y'all listen to me.
That's so cute.
Like, it was a wonderful. I'm sad it's over. I feel like I now understand why people celebrate their birthday so long.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not a celebrator of my birthday. Like, I find it really hard that people would come together to celebrate me. It's something I struggle with. Like, I'm like, y'all really like me that much?
I wanted to be there.
I know.
Mentally, I watched your story every time you posted. I was literally there.
Yeah, you were there in spirit. And I was telling Whitney, like, as soon as she good, we're just going to redo it.
Yeah.
With us. We're just going to do it again. And we're all going to get to go.
I think Whitney said she wanted to plan something for January. And I was like, I think by January, he'll be sleeping better. Mm-hmm. I'll feel better about it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like we could do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Or even if we maybe not meet in the middle, or maybe we find us so you're not like as far. Maybe we could go to Atlanta.
We could do Atlanta.
And I feel like there's a spa in Atlanta that does similar things.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, like I'm already trying to go to the spa again. Like there's one in Jersey that's 2.5 hours for me that I'm considering going to on Thanksgiving. Like I just want to be laid out in a spa.
I did. I went to the spa 2 weeks after Preston was born.
Yeah, that was when you went to the hot air balloon thing.
Yeah, but I did a collab with the resort, and that was super fun. I got a massage.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. I know that was probably.
It was so
I got
good.
the massage once, and I was pregnant when I got the massage.
I wanted to do that while I was pregnant, but it just made me nervous.
Or was I? Or did they tell me I couldn't get the massage because I was pregnant? I can't remember, but I do.
In your first trimester, you cannot get a massage.
Yeah, I can't remember how far along. Well, it was in November, so I was pretty far because then they came in January, so I was pretty large in charge. But yeah, I think I would go back, probably do a nice little massage. then go do more of we'll probably do all the experiences and then do the spa. And then do the massage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. I loved it.
I love the robes.
I wish I could take them. And they gave us like little sandals to walk around with. Yeah. I mean, they made the most obnoxious noise. Like everywhere you go, I was like, ah. But everything else,
chef's
wonderful.
Kiss.
It was, I love it.
So glad
it was so
you
great.
had a birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, it's what you needed.
It really was. It really was. It was great. It was a good time. I feel like birthdays moving forward got a lot to compete with.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. That one birthday, I had a time.
When we were in DC.
I had a time.
Brooke was insane on that trip.
I have to.
Man. That was good times. That was a good time.
I just, like this, I have to pee.
Then she peed for like 20 minutes. I cannot make this up. I was literally going like, Brooke, are you done?
Are you okay?
She was like, yeah, I'm almost done. Almost. Girl, we've been here for 20 minutes.
I was on the side of the road.
Look, we gotta do what we gotta do, okay?
Bless it. Anyways, you want to get into our
Estudiante Estrella.
Okay, so no one has left any reviews lately, so tisk tisk. So if you want to,
know who has been leaving reviews? You nasty people on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I know I keep saying I'm not going to talk about y'all, but y'all get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that in the pit of my soul, that y'all get on my nerves.
What did that most recent one say? Somebody should make a satire about our podcast.
Yeah. It's something like that. And I'm just like, but you sat here and listened, so thanks for the views, baby. Thank you. Appreciate you. If you don't like something, I get it. Freedom of speech. 100% understand that. Get it. But when you're being malicious towards somebody in that way, this is something we do on the side. This is not our full-time jobs. Okay? Yeah. We mother, we teach, and then we also do this.
Yeah.
Okay? So sorry, it's not up to your caliber.
And I would say that one, like I've only done it twice, but like we've kind of been like bullied by people. But when I turn around and call them out on it or snap back, they don't respond.
There was one I did that with because I was just fed up. This was when on your maternity leave. And I was like, you know what? And then they went back to me and I was like, you know what? Because I'm tired of y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm tired of y'all. Just know that.
And like, if you have something to say, our platform is open for you to like come on here and talk to us about it. You don't have to be ugly.
You really don't. You could be like,
hey, talk to you.
Because people tell us all the time we mispronounce things.
Yeah.
And they don't call us the worst people on the earth and y'all are horrible and y'all shouldn't do a podcast. Here's the thing. You don't have to listen. That's what's great about it. You don't ever have to listen to us ever again. Okay? Nope. I just feel like in the past couple of months, the YouTubers have been YouTubing. Okay? They just...
Oh, yeah.
And baby, you don't want me to talk back. This dog's on a leash. Okay? Like I'm chained up. Okay? Outside in the back.
Yeah.
But let me loose.
Yeah, Ashley sends me the stuff and then I respond.
And she does because Brooke's a lot nicer than me. A lot.
Ashley
so be thankful that's what you receive.
Ashley's like, oh my gosh, that was so good. I could have never said that.
I could have never, because the anger in my soul.
Yeah.
She just is ready. She's.
Yeah. Ready to pounce.
Anywho, enough of the YouTubers.
So our star student is a DM, and that's okay. It is from Janet Kingsley. So,
hey, Janet.
And Janet said, I love the positivity on the We're Back episode. Teachers everywhere need to know how valuable they are. I also love the theme ideas. Wow. Thank you for using your platform to lift up the most important career on the planet. Blessings.
Period.
I actually took your theme idea and presented on it. When I was at
what are you talking about?
I was like, because I was giving my AI presentation, and I was like, yeah. And then one of my friends does end of the unit celebrations to really promote her students and say, like, look, you've done this whole unit. Now let's throw a party and let's celebrate you doing this whole unit. And I was like, she gets all of her ideas from good old ChatGPT. And I showed them your prompt, and I was like, and she does it. It's not graded. Like, it's literally a celebration.
Yeah.
To hype up the subject area that she teaches. And people were like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. Oh my God, yeah. And then I did it with my unit, and my unit was triangles. And it was like, okay, bring in triangle foods. So like Doritos, sandwiches, pizza, and then have a station where they eat. You know, they go over there and eat their triangle food.
Yeah.
And then another one was like the stained glass windows, where the whole stained glass window is triangles. Yeah.
Oh, nice. We just did stained glass in ours too for the medieval times. Yes.
Love that. But they were really into it. They were like, that's a really good idea. And I was like, yeah.
It's fun. You know, as long as the pacing allows for it, because that's one thing that I've really made sure I've been on top of this year, because the main reason I've been on top of pacing is because I don't want to be bothered. Okay. I hate getting emails like, oh, you're behind X, Y, and Z lessons, blah, 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 blah. I want everybody to leave me and my co-teacher alone. So when you come to us, you ain't never going to have a pacing issue with us. You ain't never.
Yeah, trust me. I hear it every single day. Like, if I'm not asked once, I'm asked 5 million times. How are you going to catch your kids up? How are you going to catch your kids up?
But here's the thing. You don't have to, because you were taking care of a baby.
Also, don't worry about me. You don't know me.
And
I will get it.
And I'm going to do what needs to be done. Just understand that. Okay? Just understand that. So I've been trying to keep to my pacing so we can have these celebrations without dipping into the pacing. And so far, our second one, we're still ahead of the pacing guide. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. But Janet, thank you. It's people like you have a special place in our hearts.
Yes.
Unlike the people on YouTube. Okay. Yes. So Janet, I thank you so much for your review. This gold star's for you. Bing.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it for this fresh case. Sit down, shut up. The murder is about to begin.
Ahora. Today's episode is a mini lesson, and I would actually like to shout out my dad for telling me about this case, which is very off-brand for him. He doesn't even listen to the podcast. He's like, you still doing that podcast? And I'm like, yeah, Dad, we're actually recording tonight. So he gave me the case. So shout out to Papa Roach. Shout out to him.
Papa Roach.
Roach.
He's a singer.
Is he a singer? I feel like he's a screamer. Isn't he in a band that he was like, like hardcore? Yeah. This is a very recent case, and it does involve minors, so their names haven't been released to the public yet. Because it is a recent case, it is going to be a mini lesson. And I mean, a lot of people were commenting on my last, episode, and they were like, oh my gosh, it was so great. I feel like words were not my friend last episode. So
John was really editing.
He was, the editor was editing, okay? Which he's probably already edited this a lot, because I'm not even 2 paragraphs in, and I've already messed up like 17 times. So everything is fine. So we're just going to jump right in.
Go for it.
Our lesson begins on October 21st, 2024 in Falls City, Washington State. An 11-year-old girl woke up in her home to the sound of gunshots. When she peered out of her bedroom, she saw her father, Mark Humiston, and her 9-year-old brother laying lifeless and bloody on the hallway floor. She heard another gunshot and saw her 7-year-old sister fall to the ground as she left their shared bedroom to see what was going on. The shooter then entered her bedroom and shot the gun once or twice. The shots hit the 11-year-old girl in the hand and neck. What makes this situation even worse is the 11-year-old not only recognized the gun the shooter was using, she also recognized the shooter as well. Holding their father's silver Glock handgun, the 11-year-old watched in horror as her own 15-year-old brother went up to each of their deceased family members to ensure that they were dead. As he approached her bed, she played dead, hoping she would fool him. Thankfully, it worked. After he left the room and began talking on his phone, the 11-year-old moved quickly. She escaped through the fire window in her bedroom and quickly made her way to a neighbor's house. There, at around 5 a.m., they were able to call 911 and report the shooting and the identity of the shooter. The 11-year-old also told the dispatcher that her older brother had been in a lot of trouble lately due to failing some tests in school, so a possible motive.
It's never that serious to fail a test.
It's really not. It's really not. And as I say in my classroom, everybody makes mistakes. Mm-hmm. Everybody has those days. Like every time I make a mistake, every time a child, like it's literally our thing I say. You don't get better from things unless you make mistakes and you learn from those mistakes. So failing some tests does not in turn mean that you are now going to annihilate your entire family.
Right. Right. And I hope that's not the motive. I mean, I hope I wish it had not happened.
There really is no reason to be doing something like this. Correct. You know what I mean? Like that is just siblings, parents. It's insane. Now, what I'm about to tell you is wild. The call made at the neighbor's house wasn't the first call made that night about the shooting. Just 7 minutes before, her 15-year-old brother, the same one who had gone in the room with the gun, had called asking for help.
He was staging it.
On the call, he stated he was hiding in a bathroom and sounded out of breath. He told the dispatcher that his 13-year-old brother had killed their family and unalived himself.
How many siblings are there?
There's
an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, 13-year-old.
And a 7-year-old. 4. Right? Yes. 4 and then the parents. So 7 total. But the 11-year-old did not succumb to her injuries. So 5.
And the shooter's 15.
Yes.
Okay.
He also revealed that his 13-year-old brother had been caught looking at porn the night before and was going to get in trouble by their parents, Mark and Sarah Humiston. And this is the same 15-year-old that the 11-year-old witnessed shooting their 17-year-old sister and the rest of her family.
Wow. Okay. So
actually, let me run that back because she didn't witness. She only witnessed the 7-year-old sister getting shot. Apologies, I misspoke. But was in the house when the rest of them got shot because that's how she woke up.
Crazy that he's throwing his brother under the bus when you don't even realize that she wasn't dead and and she saw you and can verify it, and you were the one that was going through a lot lately.
And like you really thought you were going to get away with it. Like when you made this call, you made yourself sound out of breath. You made yourself sound like you were in distress to sell this, not knowing that your 11-year-old sister is going to call the cops 7 minutes later, naming you as the shooter.
So that's who she heard him on the phone with, you think?
You know what? I didn't put 2 and 2 together. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. Because it never said who he was on the phone with in all of my research.
She's got to crawl out of the window, to the neighbor's house, explain what happened, and then call 911. That's about 7 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like she was probably like, I need to call somebody, like just very frantic. Yeah. Wow. When police arrived on the scene, the 13-year-old was immediately arrested. Sarah, their mother, and her 13-year-old son were also discovered deceased in the home with gunshot wounds. According to one source, Mark was shot 4 times and Sarah was shot twice. The evidence allegedly showed that the suspect staged the scene to make it look like the 13-year-old brother committed the crime. The 11-year-old sister was taken to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle and was later released. So she was fine because I think she only got grazed. She didn't have
but she
major
lost
injuries.
Her whole family.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she is fine physically, but like she lost her whole family.
Emotionally, she is.
Yeah.
Witness. And then for it to be at the hands of your own brother. But
also, like, it's not over for her because you're going to have to testify for multiple trials.
The next day, Amy Parker and Millie Campera, the representatives for the 15-year-old, referred to him as a 15-year-old boy who enjoys mountain biking and fishing and has no criminal history. They also stated the following: I would remind everyone that these are not proven facts, merely allegations, and the law presumes our client is innocent of these charges. Here's the thing. I completely understand that, everybody's innocent until they're proven guilty.
100%.
However, we have an eyewitness from the scene, and she revealed to the police at her hospital interview that the gun was kept in a lockbox, and the 15-year-old was the only sibling who knew the code. So I get what they're saying. They're merely allegations. I get that. But the 11-year-old saw. He's the only one who has the key to this lockbox. In that lockbox is the very gun that you went around shooting your own family member with. The evidence is pointing to you.
Yeah. And I'm curious to how he staged it to make it look like the 13-year-old, because trajectory of the bullets and stuff.
Correct.
Of of unaliving yourself, that would be a dead giveaway. They're going to be able to figure out real quick just by how everything happened that the 13-year-old didn't actually do that.
Yeah. The day his representatives made that statement was his first court appearance, and according to sources, he waived his right to appear in court and was ordered to have no contact with his 11-year-old sister, which...
Why would she want contact with you?
I don't want to speak to you. I mean, the only reason I would want to speak to you if I was her is to know why. What was the reason?
Right, but I wouldn't want to do that at 11 years old. I would...
True.
I guess what I would... Me... At 11, I probably no, but in adulthood, I'd probably go visit him and
in
be
my
like,
adult
"Hey,
grade, 100%.
Why'd you do that?
I'm not here to see how you are doing. Yeah. I'm not here to see if you're well. I want to know why you did this to our family. Point blank. Period." He was charged with 5 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of attempted murder with a firearm enhancement in juvenile court. Judge Kristen Richardson granted defense attorneys motion to protect the 15-year-old's identity. His name can't be published, and he can only be filmed from the neck down. So the footage that I did see from the news when they were showing him in court was literally from here down. You could not even identify him if you wanted to.
Well, I'm sure people are talking about it in the community. Where was this at?
Washington State.
Okay.
Outside of Seattle, because the sister went to a hospital or a medical center in Seattle for her gunshot wounds. But it's Falls City.
Okay.
Is the name of the town or city, as you will. Prosecutors requested a hearing to charge the 13-year-old as an adult for his crimes. If granted, he could be sentenced to 25 years to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 25 years served. According to one source, the plea will not be determined until a hearing on June 4th. I don't know why that's so far away. And I kept looking and being do they mean January? And it said June. And I don't.
Wow.
I'm not sure why it's going to take that long.
So let's say he did get 25 years. That would be 35 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's you. Like you're 35. You still have so much life.
Mm-hmm. It's insanity.
Wow.
Falls City is a town made up of approximately 2,000 people. The small town mourned the death of their residents. However, the town was able to come together during this dark time. Pastor Carrie Bland stated the following: "It's been amazing to see how the town has jumped to come together to support everyone, even if they didn't know each other. They're doing it to make sure that everyone is taken care of." A number of churches in the area are assisting families with the grieving process by hosting grief and information sessions. Pastor Bland also focused her church's November 3rd Sunday service on grief and loss, and mental health resources were available as well. Mark, the father, was an electrical engineer at Hargis Engineers, and they released the following statement after Mark's death: "We are blindsided and saddened by the tragic events that have led to the loss of a respected colleague, mentor, and friend, as well as the loss of immediate family members. Mark's leadership and vision were integral within our firm, and he will be greatly missed. Our thoughts are with his surviving family, friends, and colleagues during this difficult time." And that was the mini lesson of the Falls City family murder.
Wow. So that has a lot of things to come.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to go to trial. We
have a lot to be done.
Yeah.
A lot to be done.
Wow.
I wonder if they're going to pull the insanity.
Oh, yeah. 100%. 100%.
Because it just really, given everything, I mean, there wasn't much to give.
Right. No, they'll definitely pull that.
Yeah, there was no really big information on like what the family dynamic was, if there was anything going on, things of that nature, relationships within the family, like how he was towards his parents versus his siblings. And
yeah, but this didn't even happen a month ago. So like the information is still coming in.
Yeah.
Like the investigation is still going on.
Yeah, I feel like the next big update will probably be
the preliminary hearing.
Yeah, I'll have something big to kind of report. But I was so fascinated that my dad recommended a case, so I just had to do it because I was like, wow, it's actually paying attention in the true crime world. Like that never happened. So,
which is crazy because of what he did for a living.
I know. As a retired police officer, you know, you would think, but
you would.
You know.
Anyways.
Yeah. Wow, 38 minutes. That's crazy. I haven't had a mini lesson in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, we have one more to record, so you're going to see us looking like this again.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're going to do. So let's get up out of here. So as always, the bell don't dismiss you.
We do.
So we'll see you.
In just a
You'll
second.
see us next week, but you'll see us in like a minute. So
yeah.
Bye.
Bye.